give it to them.
Camille Bell told me reports the committee's books are being kept in secret were all a misunderstanding. As she showed me the records of deposits and checks, it was obvious Treasurer Venus Taylor, who keeps the books, was not used to such tasks. Many of the checks had been made out to families of the victims, but there were many other entries. Payments, for instance, for printing, copying, and furniture rental, as well as several for car repairs for Mrs. Taylor. There was also one to Don Lakin, the so-called dog man.
Now this $500 to Don Lakin.
Right, that's Don Lakin works with our group to do investigational things for us. When he was doing things that he was volunteering to do, that was one thing. When he was doing something that we specifically asked him to do in investigation, then we had to pay him for doing it. That's what that was for. That was for services to a person who happens to be a person who's an expert in his field, and so that's what we were paying him for.
Showing me a book of receipts for donations mailed and brought in, and another list of cash payments paid out, Mrs. Bell admitted the bookkeeping was getting to be too much.
We are hiring an accountant to look at the books so that we can have someone to come through, check out the books, set us up, since we are no longer dealing with household type money and are dealing with big money, bigger money, to account for where the money is coming from and where the money is going.
She also answered one other charge of financial confusion. Mrs. Bell has been quoted as saying the committee has raised $25,000 so far. The vice president of the committee was then quoted as saying that wasn't true. Today, Mrs. Bell told me she meant what she said, that actually the committee had probably raised more than that, but that now the balance on hand is a little more than $9,800. At the Committee to Stop Children's Murders, Hank Philippi, Action News.